Wade and Wade Reacts. This is our review for Secret Invasion on Disney Plus. We're gonna give you the good, the bad, and the nitpicks. So what good did you find about this show?
The show, the series, added more texture to the Marvel Universe. It showed you the complexity of Fury's life outside of his work. I think that was the only good that I could find in this series.
Yeah, this show, like you said, it gave Fury backstory. Wasn't really needed, but it gave him backstory. I liked the dialogue and some of the episodes.
Yeah.
And then, it was a lot of character development.
That's one thing I can say. Another thing, like you said, the dialogue was well written. Had some great dialogue, some of the best dialogue that we've seen in the Marvel Universe, in my opinion.
It was well, as far as the dialogue, it was well written. So do you have any bad about this show?
It's good and bad, but it's mainly bad. This movie is so boring, or not movie, excuse me, series is so boring that if you need some sleep that you've been missing out on, put this series on. You're gonna get that sleep. You don't need no melatonin, any type of sleeping pills. This will do it for you.
Yeah, this show was boring. I was taking notes the whole time I was watching this show. Every episode, I'm putting boring. They should have got the people that either did Jason Bourne or James Bond.
Now that would have worked.
Or even hired the writers that work with the Russo brothers. Because this mess was boring. It was nothing but walking, arguing, and more arguing. It was worse than the soap opera. I'd rather watch General Hospital than this.
See, and those are the vibes I got from this series. I felt that it was similar to if Marvel created a soap opera series. That's what it felt like. I said, man, this is not Marvel. Where's the action? Where is the mission that they are supposed to be accomplishing? When are they gonna get to that?
Yeah, this show dragged on. I was even almost going to sleep, but I don't ever go to sleep on movies or TV shows. I was going to just call it a night, just lay down. So, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I almost went to sleep in my chair. That's how boring it was.
Yeah.
It took a really long time to get to the action. Didn't get to the action until the second to last episode? That's when we were able to get some action.
Remember when they had the first Avengers, when Hawkeye, he was brainwashed and he attacked the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier? Okay, what happened to that Nick Fury?
Exactly.
Remember on Captain America Civil War when they tried to capture him in the beginning? And he was in that SUV. Where was that Nick Fury at in this?
This version of Nick Fury seemed like he was off his game. It didn't seem like he was as sharp as he was in, like you said, Winter Soldier. In any of the Avengers movies, this was like a totally different Nick Fury, a Nick Fury that wasn't prepared. It seems like a Nick Fury that took a few years off.
Yeah, they stripped him of all his resources. And then in this show, they kept referring to him as old and off his game, and they even had him with a giant gray beard. And then close to the climax, they tried to have him cut his beard out, put the eye patch on, like we supposed to be excited that he's putting a trench coat on the eye patch.
I mean, after that mess they gave us, that was supposed to be the thing that gave us the excitement we were looking for. That's not how you do it. You place action in the story. Make it like the Marvel we're used to.
Yeah, I think the Marvel we're used to is gone.
That's what it seems to me as well.
Yeah, because I don't know what this was. I don't know who wrote this. Maybe the AI did it, because the writer's strike is going on.
That makes a lot of sense.
So did you have any nitpicks with this show?
If I state my nitpick.
Just state it without spoiling it.
The person Nick Fury was married to, why? Why? Why did y'all do that? That was one of the worst parts of the show to me. It's like, for real, y'all. Y'all couldn't have thought of anybody else for him to be married to. He didn't have any better options. Come on now, what? I mean, dang, he had no terrestrial options. I mean, he's Nick Fury. He got connections with Shield and Saber. Like, what?
Yeah, my nitpick was the power skeleton on this.
That's another.
There was a fight. There was a fight on the first episode. They already established the Skrulls have super strength. There was a fight on the first episode, a regular person. Now, it is Marvel. Maybe he had powers, but they didn't tell us. He was He was beating the mess out of that Skrull.
Look, he whooped the Skrull so bad that the Skrull couldn't even get away from him. He was holding the Skrull down on the ground. He whooped his behind so bad that the Skrull had to pull out a gun in order to kill this guy. And this is a human.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
But the Skrulls, for some reason, super strength wasn't working.
And then another nitpick I had with this show, okay, the continuity was off. Sometimes the Skrulls have to take their clothes off and transform, and then another time we'll see the Skrulls, and they just change their whole uniform. Now I was wondering, okay, is it their skin that's transforming into the outfit, or do they have to change clothes? Because they never made that clear.
Right.
And then as far as the continuity, there was one point where there was a shootout at somebody's house, and Nick Fury didn't even have a suppressor on his gun. But a couple of scenes later, the suppressor magically appeared on his weapon.
And then the people inside of the place didn't hear that there was shooting going on outside.
Yeah.
They were still carrying on with their activities instead of noticing, hold on, we live in a quiet neighborhood and there are gunshots outside. Let's call the police. But nah, they were just at peace. It's a regular day.
Yeah, and to the point where one of the characters was still on the computer playing the video
still on
game.
his computer after hearing gunshots in a quiet neighborhood. You could tell by how the neighborhood looked that there was little to no crime there. But they were not alarmed at all at gunshots being heard outside.
So from whack to masterpiece, where do you rank this?
See, the word masterpiece shouldn't even be mentioned in the same sentence as this series. This movie, or series, excuse me, was whack. Garbage. Booty, butt, cheeks. I'm glad that it was one off. It doesn't deserve a second season. Didn't even deserve the 6 episodes they gave us.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. This show was whack. I do not recommend you watch this show. If you have Disney Plus, skip this.
Skip it, please.
It's not worth your time. If you want to see, a soap opera about Nick Fury, then yeah, go ahead and watch this show.
Yeah, and if you want to go to sleep, this is something you put on. You ain't been getting sleep in a long time, put this bad boy on. Best believe you're going to get 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, it definitely puts you to bed. But that's been our review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell. And we out of here.
Hey, peace.